Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Peace, love, and blessings, and positivity and good energy. Push towards you. We're gonna just push it that way. All right. So again, welcome back to my channel. And I don't know what my channel is about, but I figured, you know what? I don't have to be in nobody's box or category. I can just do videos about whatever I want. If I feel like making a video about making guacamole one day, that's what I'm gonna do. If I feel like making a video about fixing a car, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm not in the lane. We're just here. We just out here. Okay, we just out here. And you know, I have a message that I want to get off my chest and I want to pass on to the next person because, you know, God told me to. So, you know, I want to really just talk to my ladies, to my single pregnant ladies. Listen, we're gonna get right into it. And this is what I was telling my partner, my sister. I'm like, listen, I want to be that YouTube channel that is just right into it. It should not take 6 minutes to get right into the video. You know what I'm saying? We're getting right into it. So I am in a whole bunch of Facebook groups, okay? And one of them really just touches my soul. Single moms group on Facebook. And it's so devastating to see new moms who are pregnant and alone starting this journey. I just read their posts and I'm just like, I mean, if I could prepare you for what's to come, I really would. So I was like, ding, let me make a video about what's to come. Like, I really can't explain. I can't really tell you specifically what's to come, but you know, I can tell you my story and I can tell you how I got through it. And I hope that this helps one person because it's been on my mind, my soul, and I wanted to share it with you all. So, we're getting right into it. I was dating my child's father for about 2 years on and off. So we're gonna start there. Okay. If you decide that you want to have a child or you're not going to use protection or any type of birth control, you know, do you, sis, but just understand what that comes with. It could possibly come with you being a single mother. You raising this child alone, being pregnant alone, and all kind of things come with that emotionally. This is not how you planned your life, so you're really gonna just dwell on, wow, like I am literally pregnant and by myself. This is wild. Especially if you wait later in life to have a kid and you like, I am 30 years old, pregnant and alone. What? How did I get here? But because we all, as women, we just fantasize and we just live in this little fantasy world of, my Prince Charming is going to come. He's going to look like this. He's going to act like this. He's going to treat me like this. And we're going to have a family. He's going to love me and never leave me. And we live happily ever after. No, that's not. See, that's not what happened to me, okay? I'm going to tell you what happened. So what happened was, I was working at Walmart. And I seen this chocolate man. And I had just got out of a terrible relationship. I was in a relationship from the age of freaking 12 to about 18. Okay. And yes, it was like on and off, inconsistent. But for the most part, we were together and it was terrible. It was toxic. It was abusive. It was nothing a 12-year-old to 18-year-old had any business dealing with, but I was in it. So I got out of it. And I'm like, whoa, like I remind you, I lived in a predominantly white neighborhood and it was like 5 black dudes and maybe 2 of them like black girls. So it was just like, all right, let me just go ahead and take this dude, like whatever. So I'm just like, I did go to other schools, but I was in a relationship, so I never really paid attention to like anybody or anything like that. But again, I was on and off, so I would see guys, I would talk to them, blah, blah, blah. But once I really just got out of all of that and became grown and got freedom, I, whoa, put my binocular, goddamn, I'm like, oh man, look at all this. And I started figuring out what it was that I liked in a man and what I wanted. And here comes this big, tall, athletic guy that was not only funny. He was caring. He had a child already, so I could see that he took care of his child. And he loved his mom and respected his mom. And I just was like, this is him. Thank you. I was like, thank you, Lord. Like, you really blessed me here. I love him. Like, and fast forward, like, we spent all the time together. Of course, in the beginning, it's just like, like, we was having fun. We was doing it at work. It was just laugh. It was lit. It was just, this is the best. Like, and then as time goes on, we spend more time together, and I'm starting to realize, like, he would let me see his phone. I'm like, can I see your phone real quick so I can Google something, whatever the hell. But then I would really be nosy, start scrolling, and noticing that he's talking to multiple girls. So obviously he was cheating, and I found out, and I just was like, wanted to change him. And I figured, like, okay, once he sees that I'm an amazing woman and I give the best head and I give the, you know what I'm saying, how we think in our heads, like, he'll like, no lie. I'm not even going to get into that because that is too much personal. I do want to, but I'm in a relationship now, so I'm going to respect my relationship. But I definitely was proving myself. I was putting in the work, and I just was like, this guy is going to see that I am for him, okay? And none of that mattered. None of it. I said, do you realize how much work I just put into you? I just really poured my entire self into you. This is how you're going to treat me and repay me? You're going to cheat on me? Oh my gosh. So fast forward, we, like I said, he and I were on and off too. I would stop talking to him. Then we would start back talking together. And then we gonna really do this time. And then the last time was in November. And I was like, hey, like I really want to do this. Like, let's try. So we tried. We moved in together in December. I got pregnant in March, and in 2 weeks before I found out I was pregnant, so that was like middle of March. I was like, yeah. Found out he was cheating on me again for the 8th time, with this white girl, which, whatever. That's what you like. That's what you like. It was just the fact that she was on drugs and she was unattractive. So I'm just like, okay, like, I guess I'm not your type. You know what I'm saying? So, anywho, so I found out he was cheating. I'm like, okay, because now I'm crazy. Like, you have been so nice to you. That crazy. I've been so nice to you. Yeah. So my friend lived building over. I'm like, sis, like, and my cousin lived at one building and my friend lived in another building. I was like, I can't go to my cousin because my cousin is going to preach to me. I don't want to hear that. Let me go over to my ratchet friend's house and let me tell her, because I know she about that life and we're going to really handle this. So I was like, I just found out he was cheating. He's about to go over to the girl's house now and act like he's going to work. I heard his whole entire conversation and I read the message. So I took my car keys because we were sharing a car. I'm like, all right, like, dude, you're not going nowhere. You're not taking my car nowhere. Even though it's our car, it's my car. So my friend like, all right, she put her clothes on. I'm like, what y'all want to do? I'm like, I just really wanted to keep him home. Like, I just really wanted to keep him home, but can't force somebody to do nothing. So we fought, whatever. And the girl ended up coming to pick him up, tried to fight her. I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, what is going on? Like, this is crazy. I am fighting her for him. He's the one I'm in a relationship with. It was just like, all right, this is just not me. Like, so I came to my senses eventually, and it hurt. Like, fast forward 2 weeks later, found out I was pregnant. I'm like, there is no way that I'm pregnant. I was on birth control because I had terrible periods at 11. How am I pregnant? I was like, nah, I ain't pregnant. Got blood work. Got the little paper. You're confirmed. Then it's the part that really messed me up. They gonna put down my due date was November the 31st. Is that the 30th? Whatever the last day of November is, right? I'm like, all right, cool. Tell him. I'm like, I'm pregnant. This is my due date. Here's the picture, the paper. Then I found out I ain't really due until December the 13th. I'm like, or 16th. He like, that ain't my baby. You gotta run with it. Okay. All right, cool. Whatever. So he moved out. I was single. I was in an apartment by myself. I gave him the car. I had to cut the place. I'm like, wow, like I'm really about to have this baby alone. Like this is crazy. And it got real serious, like emotionally, about 4 months pregnant. When I started to feel my daughter kick and I started to really feel pregnant, I'm like, all right, this is serious. Like I'm really about to have a child, and I really don't have nobody around me. My brother definitely stepped up, but it's nothing like having your partner, the person that you created this child with, support you. So I can understand when women are just like in this whole, like, it don't matter who's around you. It doesn't matter if your best friend is around you, your sister, your mom, your dad, whoever. It's nothing like having that partner with you that you created this child with, that you are supposed to take care of and love unconditionally, with you, and share this moment with. Like, it hurts. It's devastating. And I looked up and I'm just like, wow, I'm 4 months pregnant. Like, my daughter is like, she's kicking. And when I found out what I was having, I was by myself. Was going to the doctor's appointments alone. Like, my brother would drop me off, but it's just like, it's not her dad. So he would drop me off. I didn't have a car at that time because I gave the car away. I wasn't working. It was just a really bad time for me emotionally. And it was just like being pregnant and alone just added to it. So I never knew what depression was. I never knew what anxiety was before all of this. I didn't know what postpartum depression was. I didn't know anything. And I didn't even take the time to even research it. I just knew I was sad. And I knew I was like angry. I tried everything in my power to really just like hurt him. But it really didn't work. Like, that still didn't bring him back. He still, didn't want to be around. He still would ignore me. He was slayed up with this girl while I'm pregnant. Stuck pregnant. And I can understand, like, I can really understand the pain that these women are experiencing right now. It's like, it's just nothing like being abandoned and pregnant. Like, God, I'm stuck with this child in me, and growing and growing, and eventually I have to push the child out. And it's like, who's gonna be here when I do all this? So then, fast forward 6 months pregnant. That was the first time he seen me pregnant. So you didn't see me pregnant this whole time. And here I am fat now. And I'm just like, and then of course he came to see me to have sex. Like, and of course I allowed it because I was vulnerable, lonely. I missed him. I'm carrying his child. So I'm just emotional. So I understand and I empathize with everybody going through this situation right now. It's just like, how am I going to get out of this? But the thing is just like the most amazing thing ever. Like, you will get out of it. And what you make out of it is what you will get from it. So I made the worst out of it. I literally was so depressed, sad, and I just felt so sorry for myself. And it made it miserable. Like, I didn't even enjoy my pregnancy. I'm just like, this is the dumbest shit in the whole world. Like, why am I sitting here pregnant by myself? I do not like this. Like, I wanted somebody to rub my belly and just be so excited about this blessing of a child that's being created inside of me, like growing. And I'm like, this is crazy. 1 minute, my stomach flat. The next, I'm out here like, wow, what? And for you to come see me 6 months later and have sex with me and leave, like, I was just like, I mean, I have to go. So I packed up and moved, because what I'm telling you now, ladies, like, your mental stability is everything. Because obviously the baby is feeding off of you, and I'm very big on energy and your energy. And if you ain't right, y'all ain't right. So it took for me to leave the entire state and to take a step back and be like, there is nothing I can do about the situation. I am not about to keep begging somebody to be a part of my life and our child's life if they don't want to be a part of it. If you want to be a coward and run away from your responsibilities, there is nothing I can do. So me being sad and crying and being emotional and being angry, like, it doesn't do any good for me or my child. And as much of a blessing as this is, like, I had to really pull myself out of that. Like, you know what? Cool. Like, I think it took me about I was 7 months pregnant, living in North Carolina, didn't know where I was at. Thankfully I had some money because shopping definitely helped me get over it. I'm like, you know what? I got me a nice little lump sum. Like, I'm about to, you know what? We about to just go ahead and do this. So I put my big girl panties on and I'm like, all right, okay. Like, you literally just be like, all right, cool. All right, let me get up out of this and really just own this. So I owned it. Like, I literally went to Victoria's Secret and I got me a cute couple outfits. And I was like, I am about to own this. And I got my daughter some stuff and I got her everything she needed. And that in itself made me very happy. And once I had her, which I was alone, my mom was there during the birth, but up until that point, like, you know, she has to work and stuff like that. So you just have to be thankful for the things around you and the things that you do have. Like, okay, my mom is here. Some people don't have their moms. You know what I'm saying? So let me be happy about this. Let me appreciate this situation. I literally had to take whatever I could. Okay, I mean, it's December and it's not cold here. So I don't have to take my baby outside in no cold weather. I had to really just pull small things out of the air. Like, all right. So yeah, it's warm out. So that's what, you know, pushed me. And being thankful for your friends. And I did move away, but I still had my friend. And I was able to talk to her and just tell her, my sister, like, how I really felt and just be able to vent and let that out. And the real ones will stick around and they won't bash you. They won't talk down to you. They will support you, uplift you, give you all the affirmations you need to push through, because emotionally, mentally, like, you have to be sane. You have to. So for all the women that are dealing with being single, being pregnant, being alone, my advice to you is to keep on pushing. And listen, literally, it's just like a little bit of a hump that you have to get over. And it is everything you make it. So if you make it miserable like I did, you will literally feel it. And it's not worth it. But if you make the best out of it, I don't care if one day it is just beautiful outside. You take a walk and you have your stomach showing and you like, you know what, I'm owning this. Can I just tell you what that attracts? It attracts great people, great energy, so much support, so much love. And then you look up, and even though that man is not here, you look at how much love that your child has, and it definitely makes it that much more easier to keep pushing through. Now, it's definitely going to be long nights and early mornings when the baby gets here, because nobody told me that. I said, I just really did not know. I pushed her out of my vagina. Oh, okay. So what's going to happen after that? Like, is it just going to go back? How is this about to work? Like, I had no idea. And you watch all these birthing videos and you're just like, all right, like, okay, cool. But I didn't know that, and I can't swallow pills, so that don't help. I'm like, so I can rip. Like, my vagina can just tear, and that's okay. And then after that, I have to heal and still take care of this child. So in between all that too, like, I would just say, up until the point you have your child, get your mental right. Do what you need to do mentally. If you need to do yoga, if you need to work out, if you need to take walks, if you need to journal, whatever the case may be, do it. look at self-care, self-help books. And if you're into church and stuff like that, I got really, really, really heavy into church and praying. My daughter got baptized, and we were really into church because I needed something to uplift me, and I wanted positivity. And yes, I had my friends, but I also wanted to have my church friends and my church family and God around me and my daughter to help me through this hard time, because I did not want this situation to be the situation that broke me. I wouldn't allow it to. So I'm really just speaking to my ladies. Like, I understand. Like, I really get it. And what I want from you all is to know, like, no matter what, he can call you all the names in the world. He can say you're a terrible mom. He can not be there. And believe me, I sat in the dark before with my child, and I've told him, can you please help us? And I've gotten some nasty words. But if you just keep your eye focused on the prize, and the prize is your child, and you just keep pouring positivity and the good things into your child, you're going to look up and really be like, dang, I did that. I did that by myself. And I got through it. And it was hard, because I'm going to tell you, you're going to have some long nights. Get you a solid friend. That's all you need, is one solid friend. Get you one solid friend that's going to ride this out with you. Because thankfully I had my sister and my best friend, who were both pregnant. We were pregnant together, and we were all up. I'm like, y'all, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. What is wrong with this child? She just keep on crying. Just get you one solid friend, and I promise you will get through it. You will get through. You will look up, and this is what advice I would have also, is just to really cherish every moment. And I know it's hard because you be so tired, and you just be so mentally exhausted, emotionally exhausted and stuff. But try to cherish every moment, because you're going to look up and just be like, dang, my daughter is 9. Where did time go? And you can't get it back. So that's my little short story time, I guess, with Kelly, and a little bit of my business in my life, and a little bit of advice for you all going through a tough time. And I wish y'all the best. And if you ever feel like you just at a point where you can't get through it, just always know that you are not alone. You can reach out to me. There are so many support groups on Facebook. There are so many support groups in the community. Never feel like you're alone, because that's how I felt. And that was very hard. So again, good energy, positivity, love, blessings, all sent your way. And please like, subscribe, and share.